Well, this is kind of late for New Year's resolutions, but I decided I might as well make it. You know, around this time of the year, many of us are preparing ourselves mentally for all the things we want to give up in order to get the body we want, the dessert, alcohol, carbs, late night snacking, etc. How many of us have considered finding spiritual and behavioral solutions instead of to achieve fulfillment rather than drastic diet changes to achieve the perfect body? Plus, hey, that fulfillment may just lead to wiser choices in the kitchen and indirectly affect the waistline. Here are some resolutions that I consider to be very reasonable, enjoyable, even not scary, like giving up chocolate. In fact, how about we add more of something instead of less? First, read more. Now, while reading tons of articles and blurbs online can keep you well informed, I'm talking about more therapeutic version of reading. Real books. It can be an informational book, a memoir, or better yet, a novel. Don't underestimate the benefits of tapping into your imagination, getting lost in a made-up story. The idea of connect with a subject or text rather than a sea of clicking on links is more calming and focused on than surfing the web. Even as little as 5 pages a day can give you some fundamental brain power. Number 2 is to give more. Volunteering your time is a great way to do this, especially when you're tight on money. Think about who and what you are enjoying and what you enjoy being around: animals, children, elderly, special events, and combine that with your strength and availability. If you're available during afternoons, you could tutor at elementary school. If you never know when you'll have some spare time, become a volunteer to socialize animals at the local shelter where you can likely drop in. The time commitment may seem overwhelming at first, so treat it as a real part of your schedule. The rewarding feeling is unmatchable. Number 3, cook at home more. I truly love to wine and dine, but I appreciate it more if I've worked hard all week to feed myself healthily, budgeting my funds and avoiding add-ons to every meal, like drinks and dessert. Buying and cooking large batches of everything and having leftovers available is a good way to avoid the urge or need to dine out or stop on the way home to get food. You also won't want all your groceries to go to waste. Number 4, sympathize more. Sympathize more. This will help you get angry less. Technically, you allow anger to arise, but you choose not to react. Of course, there will always be frustrating and unfair people or situations, but how you react is your choice. Think of one reason in every situation why that may have understandably happened. This always helps me leave the situation peacefully. For example, what if that driver who cut you off is someone's grandpa? You wouldn't want someone to flip off your grandma if she made that mistake. Sure, it could have been a jerk who always drives like a maniac, but you don't know that. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Assume they're trying their best, even if it doesn't show, for your own sanity, if nothing else. Number 5, call your friends and family more. Yes, on the phone, not a fucking text message. Where would you be without these people? Relationships feel more meaningful when you're up to date on their lives. My Bluetooth is my best friend. I make use of driving time while maintaining my relationships with people I care about. Going for a walk while talking is a double whammy, which I'll talk about furthermore in number 9. Forgive yourself more is number 6. Have you ever eaten 2 slices of cake and told yourself you'll definitely start a juice cleanse on Monday morning only to realize you're hungry for breakfast on Monday morning? Stop making drastic promises. You're setting yourself up for failure and habitually doing this is a vicious fucking cycle. Sometimes I dwell on what seemed like an awkward social interaction I had with someone. Look, it's all said and done. Just bounce back and move on. Number 7. Separate yourself from your phone more. I am so guilty of checking my emails as I walk down the street, as if walking were just too simple of a task. Take in the fresh air and your surroundings instead of looking at that little screen all the time. Leave your phone away from you when you are involved in a task such as dinner, at a restaurant, in a meeting, in class, or, fucking sakes, sleeping. Number 8. Be early more. Being habitual, if you make it a habit of being late, it's not a good quality to have. It reflects several other unbecoming qualities: lack of self-discipline for one, lack of organization, and even common sense. Resolve to set your alarm 8 minutes earlier or set your clocks ahead. Think about how good it will feel to arrive places with enough time to settle in. Number 9. Go outside more. Last winter, while feeling a bit restless, I went to a psychic. And while she may have been mostly bogus, she told me that it was my assignment for the next 3 days to walk on the beach with my bare feet in the sand for an hour. The chilly weather had me, holding up inside and thinking lots of negative thoughts, so I bundled up and realized I could get warm if I just got moving. The fresh air and the gentle exercise was just what I needed. Maybe she could see the future. Number 10. Waste less. Doing your part for the environment can give you great purpose when you commit to it. Always keep reusable bags in the car in case you decide to stop at the store on your way home. Turn off the water while you brush your teeth. And hey, the less processed foods you eat, the less in your trash. Sometimes the only thing standing between you and your best health is your priorities. Resolve to take care of your emotional and spiritual self. Happy people tend to have no battles in their diet. They listen to their bodies and what their bodies tell them about what and how much they need. Maybe you'll drop some pounds off, or maybe, just maybe, you'll realize that you're beautiful just the way you are. Start within.